Today's experience is going to be absolute cinema as we take the role of a Spartan and battle our way through the Covenant forces. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the most legendary sci-fi theme park ever created in Planet Coaster 2, Halo, the theme park. This is certainly one you're not going to want to miss out on, so join me on today's episode of Park Spotlight. Heyo, my Planet Coaster friends, Johnny5 Live here, and welcome back to another episode of Park Spotlight. Today we're going to be looking at Halo Theme Park, created by Ludicrum Rex, an expert builder in this community, and also a silver Patreon supporter. If you guys want to support the show for more awesome content like this, check out Patreon. Links are down in the description below. And Ludicrum Rex says here for us today, a medium-sized theme park based on the world of Halo. Have a blast pretending to be Master Chief in this immersive park. It features 3.5 roller coasters, a dueling pair, and 5 flat rides. The park includes 4 distinct areas to explore, each with a unique style. Check it out at day and night. Hope you enjoy. I had a blast building with the new sci-fi pieces, and I love the art style of the Halo universe. My goal was to make a park that would feel like you are in the game. It definitely bends realism, but I tried to include features that made it at least seem plausible. Microsoft should definitely build it someday. Amazing. I couldn't agree more. This is probably the best use of the sci-fi pieces that I have ever seen in Planet Coaster 2. It is looking absolutely insane, and I am a huge fan of Halo. Grew up on it. Yeah, I absolutely love this. So let's delay no further and get right on into it. Ladies and gentlemen, I proudly present to you Halo the theme park. Check out this. Wow, definitely making use of the sci-fi pieces, and what's even crazier is the fact that the sci-fi pack was just recently released, I want to say about a month ago. So they built all this in essentially a month. Now, it's not one of your end-to-end sprawling mega parks that you guys may be used to on the channel by now, as they've built this in only a month. However, this is big concepts. Check this out. UNSC tour bus coming in with all the guests. I think it's going to pull around this corner right now. Oh, there it goes, right there. It's pulling around. I love the fact that you even took the in-game bus and decorated it with, you know, to Halo-fy it. Absolutely incredible. I mean, what you've done here is just remarkable. As you would have saw from the B-roll, there's actually the Halo. It's going to be impossible to put, well, maybe not impossible, but I was going to say like a Halo in the sky above us. Moving all of those pieces, it's a lot of, I mean, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. It would have been cool to have it up in the sky where we're looking up and seeing it. I just don't know how feasible that is to do. It would have been absolutely massive. However, we still have the Halo, and that's what's important. You can't have a Halo park without the actual Halo. I guess you could if you're, you know, situated on Earth there. Maybe you could have one up in the sky rotating around. Oh, look at all the weapons. Let's go. Oh my god, assault rifles, snipers, the pistols. Those pistols were so OP in Halo 1. That's basically all I used. Man, oh man, this brings back some memories. I grew up, I remember my buddy came over to my house and he picked up the Xbox original, and he had Halo, and that was a very fond moment for us. Shortly after, I got an Xbox, and then Xbox 360 came out and Halo 2 as well. Me and my buddies, we got 2 TVs, 2 Xboxes, played 4-player split screen online, ladder, and the 4 of us in my basement. He's got a hot dog for the hot dog squad. We climbed to the top 100 in the world on Halo 2 ladder, and then from there I retired. It got so hard, we couldn't, it was just impossible. It was just so sweaty, so competitive. Yeah, it took a lot out of me as a young kid. And basically, Halo 2 was basically the last Halo I had ever played. I think we'll check out the monorail later just for some cinematic shots to look around at the park there. I don't want to reveal it all from the perspective of a monorail. And we got some flat rides here. So they did. Oh, that's such a cool way to do a drop tower. Let's just poke at this for a second. So these are basically giant Aeon cannons. I don't know what you call them, gauze cannons. The shoot up anti-air defense system as a drop tower. That's really, really cool. And I think you got one on the other side to kind of dual synchronize them. And as you can see, there are Halo vehicles from both the human faction and Covenant all around the background, fully skinned coaster trains. And we have Halo Jeeps, though, the Warthogs and all that driving around, and I'm really looking forward to checking out some of these. I love the creativity gone into this park. It's just absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, Halo 2 was like my last experience with the franchise, but arguably Halo 1 and 2 are probably the best in the series, right? Absolutely loved it. Look at this. You made the Master Chief out of all these pieces. It's very accurate. It's very well done. Oh, wow. I love what you did at these restaurants. And then that goes back up to the monorail. Okay. Well, you all tuned in to see some cinema, some absolutely and crazy coasters. Well, they're only 3.5. I think they're going to be absolutely epic. I love how you did the Covenant shop and then the Spartan Army shop. So cool. Look at this. Look at this. I just love how many vehicles are going around. It simulates that war zone, right? And there's the Halo. So I'm wondering if you could have done that above us, right? But it is a really good way to line the walls. So I'm not mad at it, all right? You did make the Halo. It's super impressive. That's a lot of rotating pieces. I'm surprised you're not killing my rig. As we've tested, I think it's because you use so many of the big pieces scaled up. So it's probably really part count deficient. We'll have to grab that at some point and see how many pieces it actually is. It has to be less than 8,000, right? Because you wouldn't be, or maybe not. I don't know how many you can add to a rotator if there's a limit, but blueprint limit is 8,000. Here we go. We got some photo booths. Oh, I completely forgot to check if there's custom media. Let me check. No custom media. I know some of the Halo music is copywritten, but some of it's not. So maybe what I can do is fiddle around and try to add a few Halo songs to some of these coasters in post-production and see if I get flagged or not. And if I get flagged, I'll try a different one. Oh boy, okay, we gotta start with the wild warthogs, right? How do we get in here? Let's check it out. Oh, look at this. That is so sick. Oh my heavens. Okay, the Warthog, ladies and gentlemen, 1.5 kilometers and like 91 kilometers at the max speeds, average speeds of 60, and 11 airtime counts with a total of 5 seconds of airtime and a 25,000 scenery rating. I think we kind of have to check it out in like seat view, like we're riding the Warthog. We're driving it, sorry. But we also have to see it from third person because this thing drifts. Heavy drifts. Okay, buckle up, strap on in, let's go. Da-da-da-da. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The Warthog. Let's go. Oh my god. So epic. Oh wow, it's firing the Gatling gun. Oh my god. And there it is, drifting around the corners. Wow, taking shots there at the, I don't even know what you call that thing anymore. There we got some elites, some grunts. What do you call them? Oh my god. Love the control there. Using the Omni Mover coaster so that we can get some drifting around the corners, up and over the hills. Great use of the terraforming. I mean, my goodness, that is sick. Wow. It lifts its foot just in time for us to pass underneath. That is so sick. Wow. Okay, sounds like we do have a little bit of music on there. I'm going to zoom out just enough so we don't hear it so I can add my own in post. Wow. This is an adventure like no other. I can't believe how remarkable this is for how short of a time you actually worked on it. Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. And the accuracy of the Warthog there is just sick. Oh my god, look at that. Achievement unlocked. Jump through a Covenant Scarab. Wow. That's so much fun. Okay, let's do it again in first person. So it sounds like there was some music on there, very faint at that. I think if I want to use my own Halo music in post, I'm going to have to take off the music for the next one. That's so cool from first-person perspective. And they did tell us to check out the park at night. So we're going to change music, and we're just going to do no music. Yeah, this guy's pulling out of the station here. Let's try a chase view. Ooh, that's going to be really cool. All right, here we go. Okay, so based on that achievement there, that must be the Scarab in the middle, the Covenant Scarab, the big giant mothership. I definitely forgot the names of everything. It's been so many years since I played this. But wow, what an incredible experience. We're definitely, because there's 3.5 coasters, I don't even know how they meant half a coaster. Must be 4, but yeah, we're definitely gonna ride these multiple different ways. I want to see them from all the perspectives at day and night. This is an experience like nothing I've ever seen. I love it. This is a great showcase of Planet Coaster 2's capabilities. It's bite-sized, right? Like, it doesn't need to be an end-to-end mega park to have a thrilling experience. You're showing all the different tools that this game can do, such as putting custom geometry onto a coaster train to make it look like a spaceship or other Warthog have you. You know, you've even skinned the garbage cans. That's so cool. Using those sci-fi pieces. So these are the Planet Coaster 1 pieces. They've been ported and brought over to Planet Coaster 2. We've received lots of updates. We now have the Western, the Fantasy, the Sci-Fi, and Pirate. So basically everything that Planet Coaster 1 had, this game has now, but more, because all of these pieces in Planet Coaster 1, oh, seeing the people in there is so cool. They could not be scaled up, right? So now you can scale them, and with that, I think that's how you accomplish these larger-than-life spaceships and buildings. So here we have the UNSC Mothership. I don't know what that's called. Guilty Spark Swing. Oh, this is cool. This is another one of these custom flat rides. This is one of those alien artifacts on the Halo, I guess. That's very fun. Probably looks incredible at night as well. Let's take a peek at it real quick. Yeah, look at that. All the neon glowing bits on there. Even the entire Halo, you use kind of like glowing panels or something, where it has a bit of a glow to it. Incredible. Okay, there goes the Warthog. Oh my goodness, that is amazing. So we walked all the way down here for a flat ride. It's kind of hard to navigate. It's so spread out with all these squiggly paths. Oh wow! So we could go into the Scarab here, and you did a beam of light. We're getting beamed up into the ship. I'm assuming this is one of the sides of the dueling coaster. Maybe? Question mark? All the people waiting. Wow! Look at the guns on that. Oh, it's a Monte Leone. Well, I'm not mad at it. It's kind of sick. This is the flat ride spins, and it's sort of like it's gearing up the cannon, right? So it charges. Whoa! It charges the cannon. Now, does it actually charge? Oh, the way you covered it up there is brilliant. Oh, I think this is the best usage of the Monte Leone that I have ever seen. It would be cool if it went and then fired, right? Maybe it does. You just have to wait. I'm not sure. Nonetheless, this is sick. The fact that we could climb all the way up and onto the back of the Scarab there. I also really love how you animated the legs and they lift up when the Warthog gun's underneath. This is just out of this world crazy. Yeah, that's fun. That is really, really fun. You got some tables up here. Love it. I guess we have to backtrack a little bit and head back down here. So cool. Oh, I think I understand now. So the mothership for both factions is probably the boarding station for the dueling coasters, right? That would make the most sense. There's definitely an extra coaster in here. Let's go up here. Wow, what a remarkable build. Office of Naval Intelligence. So cool. And the monorail passes through here as well. Yeah, we definitely got to check out the monorail. Oh, you put an observatory in here. Oh, I quite like that. Yeah, it's super immersive. And another drop tower as well. Great usage of the tower, having towers within the tower. Look at it go up. Oh. I love the architecture of this too, how it just barely fits through there and raises through the top. Oh, you have a moving piece with it too. So the glass goes all the way up with it. Oh my God. Again, using those attachment points, you can not only add pieces to... Orbital drop shock trooper. Yo. I gotta say, I don't know how many of you guys actually watched the Halo TV series. Fire away down below. Did you even know that there was one? But the Halo TV series, well, I know some people gave it a bad rap and it was kind of cringe at times. The actual battle scenes and the way they kicked in the music and did the fight scenes, I thought it was epic. There was some drag. I'm not going to spoil anything, but personally, I felt like the Halo TV series wasn't bad. Just because, you know, I'll take what I can get. More Halo's more Halo. And like I said, I'm getting a little bit too old to play the games competitively. I mean, Bungie's not even making Halo anymore, right? It's 343 Studios or something. I don't even know what the last Halo game they made was, but I don't personally check them out personally because I'm just not in the competitive spirit like I used to be, right? I don't have the Twitch reaction time for shooters these days. I recently started playing Stormgate, which is an RTS, and you know, I used to play a lot of StarCraft 2 back in the day. So I love me anything sci-fi, really. I play Warhammer 40K tabletop. So even Stormgate though, I just got to Platinum League, but I've only been playing for a couple days. I just feel like I don't have the responsiveness that I used to. So yeah, getting too old for games, guys. We just got to stick to creative games like Planet Coaster. That's why we're here, because we can't do highlight reels for Fortnite on this channel. No. Really cool use of the observatory as well as the drop tower, using those glass panels to move with all of the contraptions there. That is phenomenal. Love it. Yeah, you put a few flat rides in and found creative ways to integrate them. Really like what you did with the glasswork in here as well. The architecture is stunning. Yeah, I love this. And it goes to show, like, they didn't really give us a lot of context. I know for a fact that, like, because the sci-fi pack's not that old, they would have done this in a month or two. So it just goes to show, like, how much you can do in this game. Wow. In a shorter amount of time, if you really put your mind to it. But don't forget, there's also the collaboration feature. So you can team up with people, you can build the blueprints together, you can work on the park together, you can take turns signing out the park. So, you know, get together with your friends, collaborate, and put together some of these crazy projects. I love everything I see here, and it leaves me wanting more, but I think you dialed it in just perfectly, right? It's the right amount of content where we get some really good cinematic experiences from the coasters. We get to see the little bit of the Covenant, the Spartans. Wow, look, the purple mist in here is phenomenal. We might have to walk through here at night Yeah, glowing panels, amazing glasswork, all the symbols, the logos. Do we have these are the swords, right? I think that's your interpretation of the phase swords. I don't know what they're called. Oh my god. Wow, the way you lit up that monorail is sick. The Covenant Cafe. Oh, here we go. The Banshee and the monorail. Yes, the Banshee. Let's go. It's a weird way to do the queue. We go all the way up to go all the way back down. But it's cool. It's a nice way to line the walls with walkways so you see the guests walking around. I like it. All right. We have arrived at the Banshee. Ladies and gentlemen, what are the test results on this guy? 3 kilometers, 30 kilometers per hour is the max speeds. Oh, there it goes. It updated on us. 144. You know what? Oh, I don't know about this. Let's do chase view again at night, and then we'll check out a different view. Actually, I want to pop out for a sec. The music just doesn't fit right. I have to find a Halo song, a Covenant song specifically, to make this experience authentic. All right, this one's leaving the station. As mentioned, chase view. Let's go. Wow, I love the way we dock back into the mothership there. Oh, achievement unlocked. What does that say? Showdown on UNSC Pelican? Is that what it's called? The Pelican? Wow. The way you controlled this was, it actually felt like a simulation, a flight simulator on a Banshee. That is so cool. Pause, please. Okay, this one's taking off now. I think we got to do an orbit so we can look around a bit. These are, I love the way you merge the tracks as well, right? So that they kind of battle. It's a true dogfight, and then you line the tracks up and they switch positions. So the Spartans there are behind fighting us, and then we take a turn and fight them. The way you navigate the environment is just phenomenal. It really does feel like the Halo environments, the way you've painted the terrain, the way you've done all the architecture, and then we go into these space scenes as well. The transitioning between the scenes is just unreal. Absolutely. The interactions between the two of them. This is what Planet Coaster, I know the creator says it might not be the most realistic and, you know, But that's what this Planet Coaster is all about. That's what theme park games are all about, at least for me, is creating these unforgettable experiences like nothing we can actually experience in real life. And this just delivers. I love it so much. Now, Ludicrum Rex, you are one of my new favorite builders. Absolutely. Please make me StarCraft next. Please make... I know a lot more about StarCraft than I do Halo. And, Warhammer 40K. What else you got up in the up your sleeve? My goodness, a StarCraft 1 would be right up your alley, I think. I mean, Halo's pretty epic, but I personally like the StarCraft universe a bit more. Oh my goodness, look at this. Some sick shots there. Now I'm wondering, can we actually do a track view? Or is there too much jump? Oh, we can. All right. Okay, if this is too redundant for you, timestamps are down below if you want to jump to the next coaster. But I definitely want to check this out in front bumper. I want to just ride the coaster as is. Let's go. right, I'm super happy that I decided to do a track view. That might have been the best experience of the three of them, simply because the coaster design was really smooth through and through. Wow, that is freaking phenomenal. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna just fly our camera because I'll probably get lost in the terrain trying to get over here, but we'll drop ourselves down right about here, and then we can check out the UNSC Pelican forward onto Dawn. Let's go. Love the orange lighting in here. Let's flip it to night again. Now, I will say, oh, there's the achievement there. Shot down a Covenant Banshee. When we were looking at things, there's so much lighting in here, it's starting to pixelate a little bit. Radiation, there is the reactor. Holy crap, that is sick. It would be really cool to do some custom audio. You know, that would have been the last cherry on top that you could have done. Actually record some of the sound effects or find them from YouTube or whatever, and have those alien pulse sounds while it's shooting. Maybe some of the voice lines and the famous taglines from some of the Spartans and Master Chief themselves, just added into the audio track. I'm assuming most of the Halo audio, except for the most recent Halo games, is going to be copyright free. Most game music is, so that people can stream it and make videos on it without having their videos basically flagged and striked. So most of the songs you could probably have, oh, look at this. We got a countdown timer and everything. Ooh, that's cool. You know what? For the sake of changing things up, we'll do the nighttime at orbit, and then we'll do the chase at daytime for sure. Look at this. Taking control of the orbit camera, trying to hold the camera at the right perspective actually made me feel like I was kind of flying the ship. That's super fun. I like the exit station here as well. Makes it a little confusing to find which one's next. Also, you have so many trains running on this, multiple trains. It really lends aid to the fact that, you know, there's so many ships out there doing stuff, battling, right? It just makes it a little tricky to figure out which one's entering and which one's leaving. Yeah, there's got to be like at least 10 trains on this. Here we go. And one last run. Let's do the track view again. Wow, freaking we. Now, they said 3.5 coasters, right? So that's 1, 2, that's the dueling. Then the third is the Warthog. So what is the 0.5, right? Is it the monorail? They're counting the monorail as a half ride? It has to be. I think so. All right, well, let's hop on this monorail and give a peek around. And this is a great way to kind of give our final thoughts, although I think this is going to stop a lot. Wow, look at this. I will say I love the fact that you brought the halo in, incorporated it into the starry panel the way you did. It creates, you know, even though it's cool to have the halo going over top of us, it still works really good here in like the way you took creative risks, right? And it brings it together and does a you know, your own stylized take on what the setting would be. It is a mini park. It is a small area. How do you encapsulate or close that all in to make it like a cinematic theme park experience? And I think you took the right approach by having the halo go around and then have a piece of that battle of the halo in the middle there. I mean, everywhere you look, it's just phenomenal. It looks like the Halo landscape. It looks like the vehicles and all of the fun things that we remember. Also, these must be screenshots. Yeah, see, they're updating. They use the new in-game on-ride photo system to automatically update and take new photos for each of the experiences, because there was no custom media downloaded. And I will say that was like the only thing that was missing from this experience, because we saw when the ships were shooting each other, you know, they were taking damage. Would have been great to have a little bit of sound effects in there just to, you know, make it a little bit more cinematic, but I can't really take much away from that. And hopefully I was able to find some good copyright-free Halo music to add into post there, because I think that just takes it over the top, right? And again, with a lot of these games, you can get away with using most of their soundtracks on YouTube in video format. So hopefully I was able to do that for you guys without much frustration. I did Google it, and it said that like the recent Halo games, they are using copywritten music. I guess they stopped composing their own music, got a little bit lazy, started licensing it instead, which kind of sucks. But wow, freaking we, what an experience. Look at these cannons shooting up at the sky there. Now I will say, what it would be cool, they recently added in invisible paths, so you can walk around, you can make invisible bridges and stuff like that for if you wanted to make like a glass bridge or something. In my opinion, it would be great if Frontier added in invisible coaster tracks. Now I would say, like, I like seeing the coaster tracks here. I like riding the coasters in POV, but it would be more used for, like, you know, creating what you did here, but up in the sky, and then having those invisible tracks where they're not intended to be ridden, right? But they're just there flying around. I guess the next thing you could do is have them, you know, 100 feet above a coaster and then bury a coaster in the ground. And then that way they are flying around the sky on a track, and then that track is buried underground. That's another way of doing it. That would have been cool, just to add a few more ships flying around the sky there. I think that would be a nice touch. But I also would like to see some of the flight simulator style, somebody building a coaster with an invisible track or hiding the track after the fact, just to see what that would be like, right? But definitely still a coaster game at the end of the day, so we want to see those coaster tracks, and I think this was the best way you approached it. Like, these were phenomenal coasters, right? Phenomenal experience. This is a less is more, a quality over quantity, and I am just blown away by everything that we absorbed here in today's video. I think my favorite is honestly going to be the Warthog, just because you nailed the way the Warthog drives. I don't know why the guests aren't going on this one. Maybe it's in test mode, I'm not entirely sure. But the way it drifts around the coaster, or the corners, because you use the Omni Mover coaster there, where you can kind of tilt it and rotate it, and the way you got it going over the track. And then when you hit the jumps, it goes through the air like that over the certain pieces. I think that's just sick. And I think in this case, where I talked about invisible tracks, I think just like removing these tracks here would be great, just so we get that air time and it looks like it's flying through the air rather than gliding over a coaster. But that's just my opinion. It's a game after all. Let us let us have at her, do some crazy stuff. So Ludicrum Rex is listed as an expert builder. I think that's, you know, this is just showing way beyond our expert skills. We definitely have to at least promote you to master builder, if not grandmaster. What do you guys think? The tricky thing is we have a coaster contest coming up. So let me find Ludicrum Rex here. Okay, so Ludicrum Rex has done a coaster for the upcoming contest. At the time of me recording this, the submissions just came in last night. So we have 150 something coasters just came in that you guys are going to see on the channel over the coming weeks. Ludicrum Rex did participate with a pretty strong entry. I think I rated it a 4 out of 5 at first glance. I have no idea. I'd have to look closer. Could be a banger. But my worry about promoting them is they might come. I don't know how that's going to work. I think we have to keep them in the expert bracket for the contest because that's what they started as when they competed. But now we're featuring this creation here today. So it does complicate things a little bit. But my personal opinion, this is legendary. I would like to give them legend. What do you guys think? I like to let the community speak. So are we going master, grandmaster, legend? What do you guys think? Fire away down in the comments below what rank you think that they deserve. But I'm going to be at least giving them master for now. And if we get a large reception of people screaming grandmaster or legend, we might just have to do that because I think that's exactly what this is. This is super legendary, and we'll figure out what to do with them on the contest front of things later on. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen, Ludicrum Rex's Halo the Theme Park. Just astonishing. Absolutely loved it. Brought back some nostalgia. I think you nailed the Halo art style here, the Covenant art style. Everything about it is just phenomenal. And I literally can't wait to see what you do next. Ludicrum Rex, you now have what I'll call as the give you the golden ticket award. I think anytime you submit something, Ludicrum Rex, I'm going to be putting you right to the front of the line. I believe it's going to deliver. Absolutely legendary builder in this community, up-and-comer riser in the ranks, and well-deserved promotion. And I can't wait to see what you do next. Bring me some StarCraft. Bring me some Warhammer 40k. I am ready for it, but Halo was a phenomenal way to get me hyped up here today. What did you guys think? Fire away down in the comments below, and that is going to do it for us today in Park Spotlight. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful day. Bye now.